Hi, welcome to 7 Minutes or Less. I'm Tony Warner, and with us as always is Bruce Bennett, who is the senior pastor here at First Methodist in Malvern. And in this program, we discuss topical Christian subjects, very light, just topical things. And today, Brother Bruce asked about this. He wanted to talk about it, and that is the statement you see a lot on the bumper stickers. You know, Christians are not perfect, but they are forgiven. What is the implication there?
Well, Tony, I see this bumper sticker on occasion, and it strikes me as kind of funny. People are basically communicating, I think, don't expect anything more from me than anyone else in the community. Yes, I go to church and I'm a Christian, but the only difference between me and everyone else is that I am forgiven. The implication is that that's all I received at church, is the forgiveness of the things I've done wrong. And I'm like everybody else. And I think that's a distortion of the gospel. The gospel over and over is about our transformation. When we come to know Christ, really know Him and live in Him, there is a transformation that takes place. Paul talks about it quite a bit in 2 Corinthians. In chapter 5, he says that when we're in Christ, we are a new creation. The old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. A totally new person, a different person. In chapter 3 of 2 Corinthians, he says that we are, in this faith, beholding the face of Christ, and while we look into His face, we are being transformed from glory into His image. So this gradual transformation of our character and who we are is to be expected. So I always think if I take my car to the car wash and I pay my money and I drive through, and when I get out at the other end of the car wash, if my car looks exactly the same way it did when I went in, I'm getting my money back. If you come to church and your life looks exactly the same when you go home or after a year or 3 years, you need to get your money back. This faith is about personal transformation. It's about us becoming like Christ, more loving, more giving, a transformed person full of grace and peace and joy. All of the best things of life, all of the best characteristics should be a part of our lives. And so that bumper sticker, that idea, really shortcuts the real meaning of the gospel.
So on the surface, it's a true statement. It is a true statement.
Yes.
You know, we are not perfect.
That's right.
But we are forgiven.
Yes.
But it's not carte blanche privilege to go out and sin, you know, like, and I don't want to get into once saved, always saved, but it's kind of like carte blanche. Yeah, you know, okay, I sin all the time, but I'm forgiven, you know, and you're not, and you sin, but you're not forgiven. So it's kind of an empty thing, isn't it?
Yes. I think that people should expect for their lives to change when they're in Christ. If I am the same person now that I was 10 years ago, or in fact 10 years from now I look exactly the same as I do now with regard to the character of who I am, then I should probably just give up this faith.
Kind of like the dirty car thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It is a powerful faith that changes everyone from the inside out. If you want to use a fancy theological word, what we're talking about is sanctification. It's about the Spirit changing us within. Now, it doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual thing, but over time, it's a very real thing that should make people in the church look very different and very attractive to people outside the church. Rather than us saying to the outside world, don't expect anything from us, we're just like you, we're no different whatsoever. Our lives should reflect something that is very attractive to those outside who say, wow, I wish I had that in my life. Whatever it is, I wish I had it. It's a transforming experience to be in this faith.
Well, we got about 2 minutes left, but I want to ask you this. Now, so you're saying that once we're saved, or once we are converted, there's a change that's going to take place naturally. That is going to be a natural change. But then it's not just leave it up to God and here we are and we're saved now and we're okay, forgiven. We have to put something into it.
That's right. That's right. It's living this faith, and it's practicing the very parts of the faith that are transforming. They're very simple things that we do in the church. We come to church, we learn to worship and focus on God. When we're away from church, we learn to do what's called acts of mercy. We do things for other people. That is transformational. We even read our Bibles and pray when we're not in church. All of those things are transformational. What that is an opportunity for the Spirit to control more of us and to change us from within. And it happens gradually day by day. But when we put all of that in to ourselves, when we invest in that, it changes us from the inside out. I see it happen all the time with people in this faith, and it's a wonderful thing. I hope it happens to me as well.
I think it's working very well with you. I really do. Thank you so much for doing this. We really appreciate you. And if you would like to ask Brother Bruce a question, please send us an email, info@firstmethodistmalvern.org, info@firstmethodistmalvern.org. We're here every Tuesday with a new program on Vimeo.com, so hope you'll tune in. We publish it on Facebook and on our Facebook group. So join us if you can, and we'd love to have you. Thanks again, Brother Bruce.
Thank you so much, Tony.